Who needs Happy or Pepper when you can have Drax in yellow trousers? Hello everyone, mmcfan here. Just quickly like to say a huge thank you for 100 subscribers after just 5 videos. That means an awful lot, and it's confirmed to me that this channel is here to stay, so that's really great. Thank you so much. Today I'm giving you my thoughts on issues 126, 127 and 128. The names leaked a few days before the images, but they have now been officially revealed by Bleeding Cool, so we're able to take a look. None of these are up for pre-order just yet, but they will be up on Forbidden Planet in February. And first up we have issue 126, Black Widow from Avengers Endgame, which will release on the 1st of April 2021. Okay, so this is one out of a handful of repeats that people actually wanted. It completes the original Avengers lineup in their Endgame attires, and I'm thrilled that they picked the black suit rather than yet another time travel one, which they could have done, so that's good. But yeah, that face and head really misses the mark in my opinion. This is our 4th Black Widow, and they've got quite close to ScarJo before, but it seems every time she changes her hair, which is every film, they struggle to get it again. I don't understand. So the head looks too big for the body, and the likeness just isn't there for me. But this will probably be a relatively small figure if you look at the size of it and the detail, so maybe in person it won't look quite so glaringly obvious, hopefully. The rest of it is fine. They've raised a lot of the details on the suit, so they're not lost in the scale, which is fine with me. And I like that her batons are on her back, and she has guns in her holsters. The pose is this one from the promo art. I'd have preferred a more dynamic one, really, like this one perhaps, but I suppose that would have looked quite close to issue 99, so I can see why they've gone for this one. All in all, I recommend getting this one only if you're keen on completing your endgame lineup of the original Avengers. Otherwise, it doesn't offer anything new. I'll be picking it up day one, but only for that reason. And next up is issue 127, Bro Thor, as I'm calling him, from Avengers Endgame, which will release on the 15th of April 2021. It's weird, the one people actually wanted looks crap, but the following two, which people didn't really want, have ended up looking great. This will unbelievably be our 5th Thor in the collection and the 2nd one from Endgame, but putting that aside, it does actually look really good. It's very unique, and it will be a very large figure in many ways. It will improve on the bulk of the final Battle Thor. Presumably the increased lead time for this figure meant that they could determine just how fat Thor was going to be in the film, because the previous time we got him from Endgame, he was a little larger, but not enough, and this one is spot on. The likeness is great. Beards and sunglasses always help. We know this. The outfit is great. Love the pattern on the trousers, and the sculpt itself is really cool too. I like how the hair comes down in individual strands, and the red gown has the ties coming down separately. I also love how he's walking along and looking relatively unenthused about life around him, just like in the film. It's weird that he has a coffee mug instead of a beer, though. Might have to rewatch the film and see if he does actually hold one. I'm not sure about that. If he does, I think it's great. If he doesn't, it's otherwise great. They've also forgotten to paint his fingerless gloves, which is really lazy of them. It took me a minute to notice, so I don't see how they didn't in all the time they would have been looking at it. But I think they've sculpted them, but they've painted it as a regular hand. So hopefully that gets fixed, but you know it's not going to. I'll get this one eventually, but with 4 Thors already, I'll wait to get it on offer if I can. As cool as it is, it does not excuse a 10th repeat in a row when there are so many new characters that could have been done instead. And finally, we have issue 128, Prison Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, which will release on the 29th of April 2021. This is the absolute worst choice of the bunch. Why? Why did they think that there was demand for this? There just isn't. When they announced more from Guardians of the Galaxy, we all got excited thinking, oh, is it the Collector? Is it Nova Prime? Is it Corpseman Day? Who is it? And it's freaking Drax in different coloured trousers. Who makes these decisions? They didn't even think to do him from Volume 2 so we could get Baby Groot on his shoulder or something interesting like that. Hero Collector, please talk to your customers, will you? As horrendously unnecessary as it is, it's a decent figure. The likeness is good, the tattoos are detailed, but it's all the same as before. I like that he has the beads in his pocket, I like that he has the gun that he throws to Rocket, and his prison number is a nice detail, but it's just not interesting. Is it me, or are the joints for gluing the hands on painfully obvious as well? Like, you can clearly see where both of those hands have been glued on. I don't know, it looks really weird to me. Maybe it's just these images. Hopefully it's just these. There's really nothing else to say. It's the first Drax, but with yellow trousers and a gun instead of knives. If you missed the first Drax or have Drax on your endgame display and want to re-add him to the original Guardians, then maybe you'll find some enjoyment in this one, but otherwise it's just an 11th repeated character in a row from Hero Collector. A real shame. I'll pass on it until I can get it for free in a 3 for 2 offer, I imagine. And this is how issues 126 and 127 affect the endgame lineup, which is now 15 figures. Hopefully we don't see any other characters appear twice here other than the big three. I think Eagle Moss are really pushing it, to be honest. Still definitely want Rescue and Meek would be nice, plus Red Skull and an Outrider, but they might come from Infinity War if they ever get around to doing them. And here's how 128 affects the Guardians lineup. As you can see, it's now bloody ridiculous, because Drax appears twice, but just in different trousers. What an absolute fail. Also, the lighting on the promo images is massively gone downhill, like he looks insanely bright compared to all those others. And here's an update on my prediction. Black Widow makes it 2 from my dream list, both repeats obviously, and Black Widow and Thor together make it 4 from my realistic list. So I'm not doing too badly, but for the love of God, we need some new characters soon or the collection is just going to fizzle out before they know it. And it's worth noting that since my last reveal video, we've had a closer look at issues 124 and 125 from different angles. My opinions haven't changed, but we can now confirm that Strange has a sling ring. Woo! Thanks for watching. As always, you can follow all the latest Marvel movie collection news on my Instagram page, Facebook page, by subscribing right here on YouTube and joining the discussion in the Facebook group. I'll have more updates as they happen. Keep on collecting.